exciting times for women's basketball. Hard to not think of what happened last night in the game with UConn Notre Dame having a triple overtime game, which Notre Dame prevailed, and those are two really heavyweights in our game. That is great for our game when things like that happen on TV. Brittany Griner, who is probably the likes our game has never seen, and I don't know if we would see again, probably the only high school athlete I would tell you that could have gone immediately to the pros based on her obvious size and skills, putting 50 and a exclamation point on her senior night with another signature dunk. So our game has grown so much. It's exciting to see. At the same time, for us, it's grind and find a way to get through the next day. We have a huge trip in front of us. We win tomorrow night at Air Force, and we have an opportunity to keep that Mountain West Championship banner outright as our own. Couldn't be caught. So that is really our single focus before we kind of creep forward into the inevitable senior day. I have 5 fifth-year seniors. I was thinking about that. Brittany Griner had 50 points last night. So if I have 5 fifth-year seniors and I can count on 250 points on Saturday, we're in good shape against Boise. We just have to take care against Air Force tomorrow night. Questions?
Beth, obviously you've matched your win streak from a year ago. Is there a secret to guarding against complacency?
Being grumpy. I think that when you're able to continue to teach off wins, the bonus obviously is everybody has a little bit more bounce in their step, even though we all have a lot of tread on our tires at this time of year. It's exciting. You hope older players help you in that regard, but especially with this team, which is a really unique team, we have to really keep them grounded in the moment, but they continue to answer the bell. They continue to answer the bell. It's not even really complacency. It's not, nobody gets lazy. It's just you get excited. You get excited, and you can't forget that it's the details, the day-to-day details in our preparation. We're all about our preparation. That's what we think can separate us. So that takes focus, that takes concentration, and that's what we've been able to do. So I would also add it's a great problem to have.
You always mention how unique this team is, but what really is it that makes them such a unique team compared to teams you coached previously?
Because this team really had to find an identity. They were talented. We had talented people, and we had returning talented people, but they had to embrace different roles. Even as late as the seniors, Chelsea, Gabby, Courtney, they had to do different things from a year ago for us to even match that success, and it took a while for them to understand that and figure that out, probably for us as coaches to see how our pieces would fit. And I think that's what makes it unique. I think that what separates us is since January 9th when we gave 80 points to Fresno State, we have locked in and locked down. And that's not the mentality of our team. It might be the mentality of their coach, but I wouldn't tell you that's the mentality of our team. That's had to be learned. Chelsea had to learn that. Chelsea had to learn that all the things she did for us on the other side of the ball, she has to now do for us. And as she's embraced that and Courtney's embraced that and Gabby has consistently embraced that, it kind of helped all the younger players fit in. Where did Arima Amarikwa from a year ago to now, what kind of things can she do? So I think the uniqueness is more, on paper we have a lot of older players, but this really was a one-year project, and to our team's credit, we've just gotten better and better and better, as you should. This is a good time to be playing well. So I think we're continuing to get better, but I still think every day we have to remind them of what can make us great.
I take it you're happy with how the team is playing right now at this time of the year.
I mean, and it's interesting. Whenever you've heard us both speak so much about our league and altitude, the things you have to deal with. And it's always, for as many years as I've done it, it's always remarkable the first game back when you've been on the road, especially when you've had 2 out on the road. It's like, we are fast. I forgot we were fast. You know, when we had to go the Wyoming-Nevada week, yeah, that's 80 minutes of basketball at about 13,000 feet altitude. That's a lot. That's hard. That's hard with our style. You know, I'm not going to change what we think we can recruit to and what we do best because we have 2 or 3 games that are going to challenge us physiologically. I think that would be crazy. With that said, it makes it a little bit harder for the way we like to do things. So I just can't be more impressed with our team, with our resolve to hit the road every time with the kind of determination to do what we need to do to win. And it's not always pretty. We left our offense somewhere, I think, in Laramie. We just got it back against New Mexico because it's. But if they're understanding now that you got to get stops. You know, you're on the road. You got to get stops. You can rest on offense, and I think we're confident, but we're not overconfident. We're in a really good place. We're really excited. We're excited for the opportunity to go to Air Force on their senior night, which is always a challenge. You always deal with the added emotion of that, but we can clinch our banner. So we can clinch our banner on Wednesday, and then we can come home here on Saturday and really finish it up right. So I think everybody's in a good place. Everybody is as healthy as they're going to be, knock on wood. So going forward, all is good.
Air Force is giving you fits on occasion. Do you anticipate that same thing coming?
Well, you know, I think that first and foremost, I always get on their coaches on the road. I'm like, you better be working because my deductions are your paycheck, right? So you don't be sneaking out for coffee. You guys come to the early games and stay late. You just really have great respect for the young men and women that go to the academy and what they've committed to do. With that said, I just talked to our team yesterday. These are the brightest and the best that will push you aside and dive on a live grenade to save you. That's the way they're wired. And I'm glad they are because they're going to protect us. You take that mentality, mix in athletic ability, and they're always a tough out. They are always a tough out. So, you know, we have great respect for them. We have had great battles in the past, and I expect no different. We'll be ready, and they'll be ready too. But it'll be a competitive game.
Anything else?
Thank you, everybody. If I could, I just want to give a quick congratulations to our senior guys going out tomorrow night for the last time. I remember when they were making Chase do one-on-one full court when he was a freshman and conditioning wasn't his favorite thing, and now he's all grown up. It's just really fun from a different perspective to watch both the men and women when they come in to where they are at a point now, and I hope everybody embraces tomorrow night and enjoys and appreciates what these guys have committed, and will do the same for us this Saturday with R5. So congratulations to the seniors, both men and women, in Aztec basketball.